Happy Monday 13. Good lucky Monday 13. I don't know, I just made that up. Maybe it's lucky. It's not Friday the 13th though. Ooh, May has been a hectic old May. I thought May was going to be quite slow, but of course I did whip to China and back, so it's been a little bit hectic. But I'm very much looking forward to this week. I'm sitting with my planner thinking I've got a lot of planning my whole week. I think the theme for my planning week, I do love this meeting. You know, having a fucking meeting with yourself, it's so good, isn't it? You just get time to sit and breathe and go, right, what's going on in my world? Where am I at? What do I need? What do I want? What do I have to do? What's happening? Who do I want to be? You know, just sitting, having a think about that. And what are your themes? So my themes for this week, preparation, people, and planning. There we go. 3 Ps. Don't mind a bit of alliteration. Alliteration's good. So I've got that. So I do love a bit of prep. I am a Girl Guide. Be prepared. Dib, dib, dob, dob. I was a Girl Guide. And so being prepared was something I've always enjoyed. I don't know why. I just really like to be prepared. I like to know that I've got my shit sorted. And so I guess that's one of the reasons I like planning. And as luck would have it, tomorrow, the 14th of May, my new book goes live. It is birthed and it's my due date. My due date is Tuesday, the 14th of May, and my book is going to be released to the world, to the wild. She's going to be out in the wild, that little energy book. Fly in the nest she has. So she will be in every bookstore in Australasia. Well, I can't say every bookstore, but kind of what I've been promised. Anyway, lots, let's just say a fucking lot of bookshops, Australasia and airports. So, you know, if you see one, send me a photo. I'd love you to tag me on social media and go, I saw your book. That would make me happy. It's bright yellow. I don't think you're going to be able to, excuse me, I don't think you're going to be able to miss it. I've been filling myself up on homeopathy. I'm a little bit coughish. I'm not unwell, but I can feel a cough just sneaking up behind me. And I'm like, no, cough. Off you fuck. I have this amazing homeopathy remedy by Walida, actually, if you want to know. Thanks for asking. Cold and flu pills are amazing, and I absolutely love them, and I never, ever travel without them because you never know at this time of year, excuse me, you know, that you might get a little bit of coffee things going on, and they've got, you know, Baronia and eucalyptus and ferrum and bloody phosphate something and something else. Anyway, they're bloody good, and you just put them under your tongue and a cough just disappears. It just wipes that cough out. It's like an eraser for your cough pencil. So anyway, I'm erasing my cough because I have zero interest in having a cough. I've got a lot to do. My book is arriving, and because of that, I've got lots of planning to do. So flights to book because I've got lots of events coming up. So there'll be a large amount of time being spent this week on the planning, you know, getting organised. And I love that because I like that plan once, you know, do it well, and then it's all fucking done, isn't it? And then I can look in my little flight app and all my flights are there, and I've got a calendar full of accommodation organised, and I really love that. I love the be prepared idea, and I always have done. And I was very big into dinner parties, like pre-children, you know, pre-children. I grew up in a town where there wasn't really very good restaurants, and I love gorgeous food. Like I'm really, really, excuse me, homeopathy hasn't quite kicked in, really into food. So I used to cook a lot, and my challenge was I would have people for dinner on a Friday and a Saturday night, and I would prepare food I'd never made before. So I do like to stretch myself. So I'd get a recipe I've never made, I'd give it a red hot crack. And the funny thing was I'm not very good at the cleaning up. So, and this was pre-children, and I used to just basically, this is kind of embarrassing, but it's exactly what I did. So I'd cook an amazing dinner on a Friday night, and then I didn't want to clean. I wanted to get stuck in to preparing the Saturday night dinner. So I would hide all of the dishes in the spare room, and then I'd go and buy more dishes, and then I'd cook another dinner party on the Saturday, and then on Sunday I just spent all day doing dishes. I loved it. I love cooking. And I started a catering company when I was 21. It was called Food for Thought. I've always enjoyed thoughtful things, which is why I like preparation. And the definition of preparation is actually about consideration for the future, you see. Isn't consideration nice? And consideration is actually about careful thought. So I'm a word slut. I like to find out the etymology of a word. I like to find out where it's from, what's going on. So yeah, consideration, careful thought, and careful thought around this book I'm releasing, careful thought around all the travel I've got coming up, careful thought around all of my family and my people, that what I need to prepare. And so in part of my preparation buzz, I do things like I buy all my birthday presents a couple of months ahead of time. So I'm always sort of 3 months ahead of any key birthdays. So my daughter's 21st is in July, already done all the shopping for that. So I like to be well ahead of all that. I like to have, like on the first of the beginning of every month, I write out all my birthday cards and get out all the gifts for that month that I'm giving people. I do like to give a gift. So I get those out, get them organised. So I've been sending books out, harum scarum, and that's been quite fun. So lots of preparation for that, gathering addresses, gathering details, and, So preparation, when I used to do these dinner parties, I had this theory, and it stood me in good stead, that always prepare yourself first. Because if you look amazing, it doesn't matter whether the food's shit, right? Because you feel amazing. Now, I'm just nicer when I like how I look. So if I look good, I can pull off anything. If you arrived at my home and I had amazing food, but I looked like a bag of shit, it would really upset my flow. And I really like the idea that superficial is anything but, So being superficial, I think, is important. I am a shallow bitch. And so looking good and feeling good is your job. So part of my planning this week is how do I look good and feel good when I start my book tour next week? And how do I look good and feel good for all of the things I've got coming up? So just making sure that I've got all those little ducks, gorgeous ducks with earrings and lipstick, I suspect, all getting ready, So all that preparation, I think that's really good. And I don't like it when people don't prepare and then they turn that into your emergency. I'm like, it's not my fault you didn't fucking think of this. You know what I mean? Like, sort it out. So I had this gorgeous weekend. My eldest daughter had an art exhibition and, oh my God, she's so amazing. So she's 23 and she said to me about 3 months ago, I'm going to have an art exhibition. And I went, oh my God, amazing, first exhibition. Have you got enough art? I said, I think so, she said. I'll get on and do lots. I went, okay, amazing. She's been very prolific. She probably had about 18 pieces, which was incredible for this little space she had. And she had poetry and prints and tote bags. And she sold literally, I think, nearly everything. So I think there were 2 paintings that were unsold and she took commissions for about 4 or 5. So she's well and truly ahead. And it was so amazing. It was so amazing watching her. And she was epic at the preparation. She had everything sorted. She goes, I've got the napkins, I've ordered the food, I've got, she was really good. She's watched a lot of events over her lifespan and followed me around, toddling around at events her whole life. And she was just all over it. And it was so lovely. And all the preparation just came off. We had everything planned and it was just a pleasure. And I think sometimes if you're not planned, my question for you today is, what do you need to get planned for? What's something you've got coming up that you need to just sit down and write a bloody list? What is it? Is it a holiday? I prepare my packing for about a month before I go anywhere. So I like to think, right, I'm going somewhere in a month. I'm going to plan it all, like especially if it's a trip, like a summer holiday overseas or something big. So I plan out what I'm going to wear. I plan out all my stuff. I think about it, and that gives me lots of time that if I haven't got something that I need, I can go and find it. I can source it. I'm not running around the day before I'm going to an event in Fiji looking for the perfect bloody sandal in the middle of New Zealand winter, So preparation. There you go. That's my hot tip. Any of you doing anything this week, I reckon get some preparation happening and be a good girl guide. Get yourself and look after yourself first, because my little dinner party theory of if I felt good and looked good, I could handle anything. It's exactly the same now when I'm working. So when I'm speaking at an event or I'm attending an event, I always make sure I'm done first, because if it comes down to, I should spend an extra half an hour on my presentation, or as in my physical speaking presentation, like a keynote or PowerPoint presentation, as compared to my physical presentation, getting my eyes on straight and shit. I think look after me all the time. It's that really tacky fucking saying about put your own face mask on first. Show me a parent in a plane crash that's going to put their own mask on first. Never going to fucking happen. We're selfless bastards, aren't we? We're always going to go straight for the little person. Save the young'un, we'll say. Get in the lifeboat. Anyway, so I think, but you must. So you must get your face on before you have to, get the dishwasher unpacked. Fucking dishwasher can stay closed, can't it? Face can't stay closed. God, you don't want to be ugly. That's not helping. So I think prepare yourself. What do you need to prepare yourself for? Look in your planner. If you've got one of the purpose planners, look in your planner. If you don't, just get a piece of paper, write down May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. What have I got on? What is coming up that's big? What can I just not fuck up? In my book, Juggling in High Heels, I wrote about the fact that we're all juggling balls, and some of the balls are rubber and some of the balls are crystal. Now, if you drop a rubber ball, no bother, might bounce and run away, but you're not going to break anything. If you drop a crystal ball, oh my God, she's a mess, right? So there's things in your life that are crystal that you just can't fuck up. And there's things in your life that don't really matter. And having a little meeting about that with yourself and going, is this a rubber ball or a crystal ball, is a very, very good idea, because it just gives you some perspective on what's really important, right? Where do you have to be that's really important? Where do you have to be that's not that important at all? You can just be a little bit light. Because I think the problem is when you apply the same level of stress and pressure to every single thing you do, you will end up mental. You've got to be able to go, I'm going to give 100% to this, probably 70 to that. 100 to this, probably 60 to that, right? Work out the level, the amount of you that's needed in something. I think that's really important. So knowing how much of you, how much preparation you have to do, how much is enough? How much is enough? Sometimes we find we get so neurotic. You just prepare and prepare and prepare and you think, but mate, you're just spinning your tyres at this point. There's literally nothing else you can do. And the greatest thing you can do is go and lie down. Go and lie down so you don't look like a bag of shit, so you're not looking exhausted. There's nothing worse than when you arrive somewhere, you get to a wedding and the bride's exhausted. And you think, well, you would just look way prettier with a bit more sleep, wouldn't you? I think it's a good idea. So there you go. Dib, dib, dob, dob. Prepare yourself. Have a wonderful week. Happy May 13. See you soon. Bye.